Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJO Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1969 postseason is on the air. Tonight, we are back at Memorial Stadium. This is Game 2 of the American League Championship Series between the Boston Red Sox and the Baltimore Orioles. The Orioles lead this series 1-0. Red Sox trying to tie this series up before going to Fenway Park for 2 or 3. Orioles trying to take a 2-0 series lead. So far the Orioles won Game 1, and the Red Sox would like to try to even it up tonight. Everything is fine here with me. For those of you who are wondering, the storm did absolutely nothing to my area here. A lot of wind, but really not much of anything. Can't say much for Central Florida that got pretty much ravaged. For those of you who don't know, the roof off of Tropicana Field for the Tampa Bay Rays was pretty much eliminated. So that storm took off the roof of the Trop. So the Rays got about 6 months to try to get that stadium back into working order. All right. Otherwise, they're going to be playing baseball somewhere else to start the year. Their home opener is March 27, 2025. No injuries were reported, though. For those of you wondering also about ID Jester, he did email me letting me know he is fine, because I did mention something on watching Retro Sports Network. Check out that amazing channel for Uncle Ron. And people wondering where he was. He said he is okay. So everyone is marked safe from the storm, at least the ones that I know of. But tonight, we're here for some more baseball action here at Memorial Stadium between the Red Sox and the Orioles. Ben Witz is first to join us here at Memorial Stadium. So, thank you all for joining me. Everything is fine. Let's get back to some baseball, and let's see what happens tonight. Starting pitcher for the Baltimore Orioles tonight, their number 2 starter, Mike Cuellar. He has a record of 1 win and 1 loss in the postseason. So again, once again, no empty seat here at Memorial Stadium. The fans of the Blackbirds would like to see them take a 2-0 series lead a little further north to Massachusetts. The fans of the Red Sox would like to see this series tied up. Brian B. joins us here at Memorial Stadium. So let's get started. Let's go to the top of the first. Leading up, we are at Memorial Stadium, by the way. It's a pitcher's park, 133 home runs, -2 to strikeouts, and -1 to walks. Leading off for the Red Sox, the first baseman, Dalton Jones. He is batting .228 for the playoffs. Going to use orange, white, and black dice. Orioles are the home team. And we are set and ready to go. And yeah, they're going to have to fix that. And it may be, I don't know if they're going to get that ready in time for 2025 for the Rays. We'll see what happens. In the meantime, let's play tonight. Let's see what Inside Pitch has to say about ALCS Game 2. Cuellar, 1-6, strikeout, 17 is high. Jones, 6-2, and he leads off with a base hit past second base. So he'll get a leadoff single for the Bo Sox. And now the second baseman, Mike Andrews. He's batting .087 for the playoffs. He's struggling mightily, very much under his average. Jones will stay at put. Cuellar, 6-4, strikeout 12. That is high. Andrews, 4-4, and he popped it out to short. And that's going to be Mark Belanger making that play for out number 1. XSG2 joins us here at Memorial Stadium. Yeah, I know they should demolish the place, but unfortunately, the new baseball stadium for the Rays won't be available until 2028. Next batter will be the left fielder, Hall of Famer, Captain Carl Yastrzemski. He's batting .200 with a couple of bombs in the postseason. Jones will stay put. Cuellar, 6-5, strikeout, 14 will miss. Yaz, 6-5, that's a base hit to right field. Jones a base runner 4, a single to right -1, and Jones will get there, and Yaz is going to try for second, and he will, nope, they'll put on the brakes and head back to first. So runners at the corners here for the Red Sox. And now the center fielder, Reggie Smith. He's batting .292 for the postseason. They're going to play a double play depth and try to turn the two. So Cuellar is going to go ahead and pitch to Smith here. Strategy, nothing on the 13. Cuellar will go ahead and pitch. Cuellar, 1-1 against the switch right. That's an automatic out. And that's going to be a ground ball to short. Let's see if they turn it. 2-2-3. Second base, Pivot Johnson, +1 is a 4. They got it. Side retired. 6-4-3 double play. No runs and 2 hits for the Red Sox, and they get nothing. We go to the bottom of the first. Starting pitcher for the Boston Red Sox. Their number 2 starter, Sonny Siebert, and he is having a good postseason. He's 2-0, is yet to lose. 2 wins, no losses for Siebert. Let's see how he does against the Orioles here in the bottom of the first. Leading off is the left fielder, Don Buford. He's batting .429 for the playoffs. Siebert, 1-3, that's a blank. Buford, a 4-4, and he leads off with a base hit. That'll be past first. Single for Buford. And now the center fielder, Paul Blair. He's batting .417 for the playoffs, and he does have a bomb. Buford on at first, and he will stay there. Siebert, 1-6 against a righty, blank. Blair, 3-5. That's a ground ball to second base. 2-2-3. Shortstop pivot Petrocelli, 0-1-3. They'll turn a double play. 2 outs. So right now, both teams are guilty of a twin killing on a 4-6-3. And now the right fielder, one of the greatest of all time, Frank Robinson. He's batting .334 for the playoffs. He's got 2 bombs. Siebert, 2-4 against a righty, blank. Robinson, 2-6. That ball is hit hard to right field. That's an 18, and against a righty, that's going to die out there. And Tony Conigliaro is going to get to it, make the catch, and retire the side. No runs and a hit for the O's. No score after 1. In this key game 2 of this ALCS. Top of the second. Leading off for the Red Sox, the shortstop, Rico Petrocelli. He's batting .240 with a bomb in the postseason. Cuellar, 2-3, walk. 16 is going to miss. Petrocelli, 3-5, and that is a grounder to short, and that is handled by Belanger, and over to first it goes. Next batter, the right fielder, Tony Conigliaro. He is batting .167. He's struggling a bit. Cuellar, 6-1, range play at the park. Memorial, 4-1, ground ball to short. That ball is hit to Belanger. His range is a 3. And that's a 2. He'll get that up there, and he'll throw to first for the out, 2 down. Nice play by Mark Belanger to make a range play. And now the third baseman, General Patton himself, George Scott. He is batting .200 for the playoffs. 2 outs, top of the second. And Cuellar, a 3-1, possible error. Scott, 2-2, fly ball, center field. That ball is hit to Paul Blair. His error rating is a 4. That's a 9. He'll put it away and retire the side. 1, 2, 3, go the Red Sox. Bottom of the second coming up. Jeremy Brooks joins us here at Memorial Stadium. Leading off for the Orioles will be the first baseman, Boog Powell. He is batting .261 with a homer in the postseason. Siebert, 2-2 against the lefty. Strikeout. That will miss. Powell, 1-2, and he pops out to first. And Dalton Jones will make the catch in foul territory. And now the human vacuum cleaner, third baseman Brooks Robinson. He is batting .261 as well for the playoffs. Siebert, 1-6 against the righty, blank. Robinson, 3-3, ground out to second, handled by Andrews. And Mike Andrews will toss it over. And now the second baseman, future 1986 championship manager, Davey Johnson. He's batting .116 for the postseason. He is way under his average. Mike C. joins us here at Memorial Stadium. Siebert, 1-3. That is a blank. Johnson, 6-5. And against a righty, that's a fly to right. And Canigliaro is going to get over there and make the play and retire the side. 1, 2, 3, go the O's. No score after 2. We go to the top of the third. Leading on for the Red Sox will be the catcher, Russ Gibson. He's actually making his first start in my postseason because the Orioles have a left-handed pitcher. Satriano usually starts against the righties. Gibson making his first start, actually. And he is .251 average, 3 homers, and 27 RBIs in 69. So even though he has made a couple of at-bats in the postseason, but Gibson gets to start tonight for the Red Sox as Satriano is on the bench. Cuellar, 6-3, that's a blank. Gibson, 3-4, ground out to third. That'll be handled by the vacuum cleaner. The vacuum cleaner will suck it up and blow it over to first, 1 down. John Haverly joins us here at Memorial Stadium. Yes, I am fine. For those of you worried about ID Jester, he did email me because I emailed him. He is okay as well. All right. The storm did really nothing to me down here. Can't say much for Tampa, St. Pete, and for that in the Central Florida area. Hope everyone will be fine there. That'll bring up the pitcher, Sonny Siebert. He's capable of hitting a .158 average, 1 homer, and 3 RBIs in 69. Doug Hutt now joins us here at Memorial Stadium. Cuellar, 2-3, walk, and the 19 is high. Siebert, 1-3, that's a fly ball to right. But Frank Robinson will get there, 2 down. And now here's Jones. Jones got a single his first time up. Cuellar, 5-3 against the lefty. That's a walk plus 10. And that 8 is going to walk Jones. So Jones will trot to first as he gets on base for the second time. First walk issued by Cuellar. He only had 72 of them and 291 innings pitched in 69. Next batter is Andrews. He's 0 for 1. Dwayne Cameron joins us here at Memorial Stadium. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 9. Jones will stay where he is. Cuellar, 2-4, walk. 17 is high. Andrews, a 6-6. That's a ground out to third. Handled by Robinson. He's going to take his time, throw it over to second again. Jones. And that will do it. Nothing across except a walk here for the Red Sox. Bottom of the third. Coming up. Leading off for the Blackbirds is the shortstop, Mark Belanger. He's having a very good postseason, batting .348. Siebert, 4-4, strikeout 6, and cold strike 3. Got him. And that will be the first strikeout for Siebert. He had 133 of them in 69. And now the catcher, Ellie Hendricks. He's batting .167 with a bomb in this postseason. Siebert, 2-5, strikeout 7, called strike 3 on Hendricks. Got him also. 2 down. And now the Orioles will send up the pitcher, Mike Cuellar, a .117 average and 5 RBIs in 69. Yep, should be an instant classic between the Padres and the Dodgers. As far as my Mets are concerned, I don't care who I play. I think we can beat either one of those teams in a best of 7 right now, the way the Mets are playing. Siebert, 4-4, strikeout 18, swing and a miss. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Sonny Siebert strikes out the side. 1, 2, 3, go the O's. Still no score after 3. Red Sox trying to get this series tied up for games 3, 4, and 5 at Fenway. Orioles trying to take a 2-0 series lead. The odds are better versus the Padres. I agree. I'd rather play San Diego. And now, of course, now that I've said that, we'll probably play the Padres and get swept. Who knows? Top of the 4th, Captain Carr will lead off. He got a base hit his first time up. Cuellar, 1-2, strikeout 6. And yep, swing and a miss, struck him out. He'll go ahead and get Yaz. And that is the first strikeout for Cuellar. He had 182 of them in 69. Next batter is Smith. Smith is 0 for 1. Cuellar, I'm hoping the Royals win tonight, though. I don't want the Yankees any further. 1-4, hit by pitch. No. Smith, 2-3, and it's a base hit. He'll hit that one past third, and the Red Sox get a base runner. Single for Smith, and that will bring up Petrocelli, and he's 0 for 1. Strategy rolls, infield double play, and Smith is not going anywhere. Cuellar, 4-6, range play. Petrocelli, 2-3. That's a line drive to second. It's hit to Davy Johnson. His range is a 3. He leaps. He's got it. 2 outs. Smith will be doubled off or a 1 or a 2. And no, Smith will get back. No throw as Reggie Smith gets back up there, but a great play by Davy Johnson, and that's a line out to second, 2 away. It'll now bring up Canigliaro. He's 0 for 1. 2 men away. Smith on at first. Cuellar with the strategy, and that's a 20. Cuellar throws to first, and nope, Smith will get back. Now Cuellar will deal. Cuellar, 3-1, possible error. Canigliaro, 2-3. It's a fly ball to left field. That ball is hit to Don Buford. His error rating is a 4. That is a 4, but it's a fly ball, which means it needs to be a 3 or a 1 in this case. He's going to make the catch and retire the side. No runs and a hit for the Red Sox. We got an early pitcher's duel here at Memorial Stadium as we go to the bottom of the 4th. Flyouts can only be an error on an odd number, not an even number. Bottom of the 4th inning, and Don Buford leads off. He got a single his first time up. Siebert, 1-2. Pitcher result, that 15 is too high. Buford, 6-6, and he laces a base hit into right field. So Buford leads off with a second hit of the game. So on to first he goes. The next batter is Blair. Blair is 0 for 1. Infield set for double play. Strategy, that's a 14. Buford gets held. Siebert will go ahead and pitch. Siebert, 2-2 against a righty. It's a blank. Blair, 2-6, and that's a fly out to left. And getting over there is Captain Carl, and he'll make the play. 1 away, here comes Robinson. Robinson is 0 for 1. Buford is staying where he is, and no hit and run. Siebert will go ahead and pitch. Siebert, 6-2, strikeout 4, swing and a miss. Struck him out. He'll get Robinson, and that is the 4th strikeout for Siebert. 2 down. And now here's Powell. Powell's 0 for 1. Buford, he'll stay put. Siebert, 4-4, strikeout. 15 is too high. Powell, 4-6, and that's a ground ball to second base. Mike Andrews will get that. Takes his time. He'll throw to first to get Powell routine and retire the side. No runs and a hit for the Orioles. Right now, both pitchers are pitching pretty darn good. No score after 4 in this game, too. Remember, in 1969, the LCS rounds was a best of 5, but in my expanded playoffs, The LCSs are best of sevens. Top of the fifth, George Scott leads off. He's 0 for 1 for the Red Sox. Cuellar, 4-3. That's a blank. Scott, a 4-4. Ground out to third. Taken care of there by Brooks Robinson. And he'll throw it over. 1 down. Next batter is Gibson. He's 0 for 1. Cuellar, 3-3. That's at the park. Memorial Stadium, 1-3. Ground out to third once again. Brooks Robinson getting some work in this inning. And he'll toss it over, out number 2. And now Siebert. Siebert's 0 for 1. Cuellar goes ahead and deals. Cuellar, 6-6. That's a blank. Siebert, 6-3. And that's a grounder to first base this time. And Boog Powell will get to it. And he'll take it to the bag himself and retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Bo Sox as we go to the bottom of the fifth. Pitchers duel here at Memorial Stadium. Leading off for the O's will be Brooks Robinson. He's 0 for 1. Fans here at Memorial Stadium wondering who's going to break through first. Siebert, 1-3. That's a blank. Robinson, a 4-1, and that is grounded to third. And George Scott will get it and toss it over. 1 out. Here's Johnson. Johnson's 0 for 1. Rapidly moving ball game so far, but that's what you get when you have pitchers duels. Siebert, 1-1 against a righty. Strikeout plus 10. But believe it or not, that 16 is going to be too high. Johnson, 5-6, and he gets a base hit to left field. So Memorial Stadium helps out Johnson, and he'll get a single. And then I'll now bring up Belanger. Belanger is 0 for 1. Infield double play. Johnson had 3 stolen bases, and he's not getting any here. Fans here at Memorial Stadium hoping somebody breaks through. Siebert, 4-5. Walk, 16 is high. Belanger, 1-1, and that's a base hit to right field. Johnson, base runner 3. Single to right plus 1. A 1-4. Johnson will get to third, and he will. Now the Orioles got something going on. As a single by Belanger, and it will now bring up Hendricks. D. Scott Howard, the Goat Whisperer, joins us here at Memorial Stadium. D. Scott Howard was in the chat. You were in the chat with Uncle Ron watching his ball game, and he was asking about ID Jester. According to he is fine. I did email ID Jester, and he got back to me saying he is all right. Was very concerned about him because that hurricane was heading pretty much close to him. A lot closer to him than it was to me. We didn't get much of anything down here. Runners at the corners, 1 out. Here's Hendricks. Hendricks is 0 for 1, and they are going to call the infield in because Hendricks is not hitting the many double plays. So the Red Sox are going to take a chance and call the infield in. Strategy. Nothing on the 14. Siebert will pitch. Siebert, 6-2, strikeout. 14 is high. Hendricks, 6-2, and that's going to be a fly ball to left field. Now that's going to be caught by Yaz for out number 2. Hendricks, sacrifice fly of 2. Hit the left field plus 1 is a 3. And it will bring in Johnson, and the Orioles will get on the board. Stadium cheers. Yay! So that will be a sacrifice fly for Hendricks. And the Orioles have a 1-0 lead. The next batter is Cuellar. And there are 2 outs. Cuellar will swing away. Strategy roll for Belanger. Nothing on the 19. You're very welcome there, Mr. Howard. Siebert, 2-1 against the lefty. Walk. Nope, the 10 is high. Cuellar, 1-4, and it's a swing and a miss. Struck him out, and the inning is over. And that is the 5th strikeout for Siebert. But the Orioles scratch out a run. 1 run on 2 hits. A sacrifice fly by Hendricks. They have a 1-0 lead here now after 5. Top of the 6th. And top of the order for the Red Sox. Here's Dalton Jones. He's 1 for 1, a single and a walk. Cuellar, 6-5, strikeout 6. And nope, that's going to miss. John Jones, 6-5. This time he grounds out to first. That'll be handled by Powell. And Powell takes it to the bag himself. Next up is Andrews. Andrews is 0 for 2. Cuellar, 6-1. Range play at the park. Memorial, 1-4. That's a fly ball to left. Going after that is Don Buford. His range is a 4. That's a 5. He's not going to be able to get it. That's going to be a single for Andrews. So Andrews plops it out in front of him. And Andrews gets a single. Not many hits he's had in this postseason, but that could be a big one if Captain Carl can move him over. Yaz is 1 for 2. Infield is a double play depth. Andrews had 1 stolen base, and he is not going anywhere. Yaz does get the hit and run, but Yaz says, you kidding me? I'm swinging for the fences here. 1 out, top of the 6th, 1-0 Orioles. Orioles lead the series 1-0. Cuellar, 5-3 against the lefty. Walk plus 10, and that will be ball 4. And now the Red Sox have something cooking. And that's the second walk given up by Cuellar. And here comes Smith. Smith is 1 for 2 with a single. Still 1 out and nothing on the base pads. Cuellar will deal with Smith. Fans here at Memorial hoping Cuellar can come through with a big pitch. Cuellar will pitch. 1-4. Hit by pitch. No. Smith. 5-3. And it's a fly ball to left field. That'll be caught by Buford for out number 2. Andrews, base runner 4, hit to left -2. Buford +1, a 1-3. Andrews will take third, and he will. So Andrews does get to third on a fly ball to left. So now a wild pitch could probably bring him in. And now here's Petrocelli. Petrocelli is 0 for 2. David Vega joins us here at Memorial Stadium. 1-0 Orioles, top of the 6th. Game 2 of this ALCS. Strategy. Nothing on the 19. Cuellar will pitch. Cuellar, 6-3. It's a blank. Petrocelli, 6-6. And it's a ground ball to short. That'll be handled by Belanger. He's got it. Throws to first. And the side is retired. No runs, a hit, and a walk. And the Red Sox had a great opportunity, but couldn't cash it. Bottom of the 6th coming up. Siebert back on the mound. Let's see. Cuellar still has plenty in the tank. Top of the order for B-More. Here's Don Buford. He's got 2 singles today. Siebert will pitch. Siebert, 1-3, blank. Buford, 1-5. That's fly to left, but Captain Carl says, I'll get it, and he does. Next up is Blair. Blair is 0 for 2. Combined ERA of these pitchers is 6.0, and we got a pitcher's duel going on. Siebert, 4-5, walk. That's high. Blair, a 4-6, and he popped out to second base, and Andrews waving everybody off. He says he's got it, and he does. 2 away. And now here comes Robinson. He's 0 for 3. Siebert goes ahead and pitches. Siebert, 6-1. Home run result against a righty. Robinson needs a 19. That's a 4, and that ball has clearly left the yard. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. That ball is gone. Home run, Frank Robinson. Stadium cheers. Yay! That's Robinson's third home run of the postseason. Orioles now have a 2-0 lead. Frank Robinson had 32 bombs in 69, and that was just a plain meatball thrown over by Siebert. Robinson turned that into lasagna. And here comes Powell. Powell is 0 for 2. Siebert going ahead and pitching to Powell. Now 2-0 in favor of the O's. Siebert, 1-6 against the lefty. That's a walk plus 10. And yep, he'll walk him. Powell becomes a 22. Minus 1 is a 21. And he will walk him. So Powell trots to first. And that is only the first walk given up by Siebert. He had 75 of them that year in 69. And now here comes Brooks Robinson. He's 0 for 2. 2 men down, now 2-0 Orioles. Strategy roll, nothing happening. Siebert, 6-6, walk, that's high. Robinson, 4-6, and he popped out to first base. And Dalton Jones says, I'll get it. And he'll catch it in fair territory, actually, and retire the side. 1 run, a hit, and a walk. A solo bomb by Frank Robinson is third of the playoffs. And now the Orioles have a 2-0 lead after 6. Top of the 7th. Cuellar's got plenty left in the tank. And Tony Conigliaro leading off, and he's 0 for 2. Cuellar will go ahead and pitch. Cuellar, 5-2, strikeout 9. Called strikes. Actually, no, it's a swing and a miss. Struck him out. Or is it? No, that's a called strike 3. 11 minus 2 is 9, and then is a 9. Called strikeout. And that is strikeout number 2 for Cuellar. Conigliaro stood there by the house like the side of the road and watched it ball go by, as Ernie Harwell would say. Here's Scott. Scott is 0 for 2. Cuellar, 2-5. That's a blank. Scott, 3-1, and that's grounded to second base, taken care of there by Davy Johnson. And he'll throw it at first. 2 down. And now Gibson. Gibson is 0 for 2. Cuellar will go ahead and pitch. Cuellar, 6-6. That's a blank. Gibson, 6-6. Base hit to left field. Gibson keeps the inning going, and he will get a single. And now the batter is Siebert. He will be tired after 2 more batters, but that's going to be it for Siebert, as the Red Sox got to get a run here. And they will go to the bench and bring out Dick Schofield. 257 average, 2 homers, 2 RBI. So Siebert leaves with the L for now. And Gibson is on at first. 2 outs. Schofield now trying to maybe move Gibson over. Fans here at Memorial Stadium are on their feet. Cuellar pitching a gem. He's only scattered 4 hits. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 19. Cuellar looking in at Schofield. Cuellar will deal. 5-3 against the switch right. That's a blank. Schofield, 5-4, and he grounds it to first. That'll get picked up by Powell. He will run to the bag and retire the side. No runs and a hit for the Red Sox. And right now, Mike Cuellar, he had a tough first game of his outing in the postseason. And right now he's pitching like the 2.38 ERA he has. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. Tomorrow night, we go back to the senior circuit as that scene shifts from Wrigley Field to Candlestick Park. It'll be game 3 of the National League Championship Series between the Chicago Cubs and the San Francisco Giants. Ken Holtzman will be going for the Cubs. Mike McCormick will be going for the Giants. Giants lead that series 2-0. Cubs got to win 2 out of 3 to send it back to Wrigley. Can they do it? Or will the Giants take a commanding 3-0 series lead? We will find out what happens tomorrow night. Cubs and Giants, NLCS, Game 3. That's tomorrow night on the network. Bottom of the 7th here, Orioles lead 2-0. Davey Johnson leads off for the O's. He's 1 for 2. 2 righties and a lefty coming up. So the Red Sox will send Vicente Romo to the mound. Romo has 1 win and 2 holds in this postseason for the Red Sox. So Romo will come on and he will pitch. So Johnson leads off, bottom of the 7th, 2-0 Orioles. Romo, 3-4, walk. That 13 is high. Johnson, 5-2. It's a ground out to short. Taken care of there by Petrocelli. Over to first it goes. Here's Belanger. And Belanger's 1 for 2. He had a single his last time up. Romo, 5-5. Range play. Belanger, 6-4. Fly ball, center field. Going after that is Reggie Smith. His range is a 4. Nope, he's not going to be able to get it. That's going to be a base hit. Belanger gets his second hit of the game. And he will head to first. And now the batter is Hendricks. Tough play for Reggie Smith, but he couldn't get there. Infield a double play. The way the Orioles are pitching right now, any run is a big help for the O's. Strategy rolls are still on. Nothing on the 17. Hendricks is 0 for 2. Romo, 6-4. Against the lefty, it's a blank. Hendricks, 6-2. That's a fly out the left. And Captain Carr will get to it. Make the catch for out number 2. Next batter is Cuellar. Cuellar is 0 for 2. He can pitch to 2 more batters before he tires, but he is pitching an absolute gem. They would like to see if he can go further. They're going to let him hit. Belanger on at first, even though the Baltimore bullpen is excellent. And that's a 13. Nothing happening. Romo, 1-6, strikeout, and Cuellar goes high, but the ball goes low. Swing and a miss, struck him out. The inning is over. No runs and a hit for the Orioles, but they have a 2-0 lead after 7. Cuellar comes back on the mound. This is 1969, not 2020. So they'll go to the top of the 8th here, singing that Cuellar can keep it going for at least 1 more inning. Dalton Jones leads off for the Bo Sox, and he has 1 for 2, a single and a walk. 2-0 Orioles here. Game 2 of this ALCS. Cuellar, 2-5, blank. Jones, 2-1. That ball is hit hard to right. That's a 10 against the lefty. That's going to be a double. Jones goes ahead and gets a leadoff double now, and he'll head to second base. And now here's Andrews. Andrews is 1 for 3. Baltimore bullpen is ready to go. Maybe having Cuellar not bat, but they're still going with him. Andrews on at the plate, and he is 1 for 3. Strategy. Nothing on the 18. Cuellar will pitch. Cuellar, 4-3. That's a blank. He is not tired yet. Andrews, 2-5. That's a ground ball to short. That's picked up by Belanger. The throw goes to first for the out, and Jones will make it to third. Now Cuellar is tired, and the batter is Captain Carl. They're gonna let Cuellar pitch to Carl, or will they? Let's see here. Got a runner on third. They got to bring the infield in. You don't want to give up the run. And let's see what they want to do. Checking the Oriole bullpen. And no, they're actually going to yank Cuellar. Cuellar is going to come out of the game. I'm feeling okay as Matthew Stringer joins us here at Memorial Stadium. So Cuellar is coming out of the game, and coming on to pitch for the Orioles is going to be Pete Rickert. Rickert does have a save in the postseason, and Cuellar leaves with the W right now. So Pete Rickert coming on to pitch to Yaz. Infield is in, top of the eighth, 2-0 Orioles. Fans here at Memorial Stadium hoping Rickert can get it done. Yaz is 1 for 2, a single and a walk. Strategy, nothing on the 9. Rickert will pitch. Rickert, 5-4, strikeout 11. No, that will just miss. Yaz, 3-2, and that is right on a 3 or a 17. I'm going to make that a 17. That's going to be a line drive right to first for out number 2. And there's no way they can get Jones 2 down. That would have been a strikeout with the special K, but I moved the die to see what it is. And so there are 2 outs. Now the batter is Smith. Smith hits lefties better. Pete Rickert being asked to try to keep it where it is. 2-0, top of the 8th. Fans here at Memorial Stadium on their feet. Rickert will pitch to Smith. Strategy. Nothing on the 4. Jones stays at third. Rickert will go ahead and he will deal. Rickert, 2-5. That's a pitcher result. Switch against the switch right. A 1-8 is an out. The 10 is too high. Smith, 4-1, and it's a ground ball to second base. That'll get picked up by Johnson. He gets it, throws to first, side retired. Stadium cheers. Yay! And once again, the Red Sox get nothing. No runs and a hit. Bottom of the 8th coming up. Leading off for the Orioles will be Don Buford. Vicente Romo will stay on the mound. Buford is 2 for 3. Orioles lead the game 2-0. Lead the series 1-0. Romo, 4-1 against the switch left. That's a blank. Buford, 1-6. Fly ball to center field. And Reggie Smith will get it. 1 out. Next batter is Blair. Blair is 0 for 3. Romo will pitch. Romo, 5-6. That's a blank. Blair, 3-2. And that's a fly ball to center field as well. And once again handled by Blair. 2 outs. And now here's Robinson. And he gets a nice ovation from the crowd. Robinson. Hold on, 1 timeout. I erased the wrong scorecard. Robinson gets a nice ovation, hit a bomb his last time up, his 3rd of the playoffs. Fans here hoping that Frank Robinson can do it again. Romo, 6-3, hit by pitch, 20. No, that's actually high. Robinson, 4-3, and it's a single. He'll hit that one into center field. Robinson keeps the inning alive. His 2nd hit of the ball game, and it will now bring up Powell. Powell's 0 for 2 with a walk. Infield is back. 2 outs, bottom of the 8th, 2-0 Orioles. Romo will pitch, strategy roll, and Robinson stays where he is. Romo, 5-1, walk. That's ball 4. So Romo now walks Powell, puts a big run in scoring position. And the batter now is Brooks Robinson. who is 0 for 3. Fans are on their feet here at Memorial Stadium, hoping Brooks Robinson can come through with a big hit. Romo will pitch to him. Fans are loud. 2 big runs on base for the O's. Strategy. Nothing on the 19. Romo deals. 4-5. Walk. 17 is high. Robinson. 6-4. It's a fly ball to center field, but Reggie Smith's going to have room. He'll make the catch and retire the side. No runs, a hit, and a walk. And the Orioles miss a good chance to maybe get some extra insurance. But they have a 2-0 lead after 8. But will we see some 9th inning magic? Rico Petrocelli leads off for the Red Sox. Rickert coming out of the game for the O's. And they're going to bring out, and they're going to go with Eddie Watt to close the game out. Watt has 1 hold and 1 save in this postseason. He is the main right-handed closer. So Eddie Watt coming on to get it, as Rickert will get a hold on that. And Watt trying for his 2nd save of the playoffs. Top of the 9th, 2-0 Orioles. Watt looking on Petrocelli. Watt will pitch. 1-5, error on a grounder. Petrocelli, 6-6. That is a ground ball. It's a ground ball to short. That ball is hit to Belanger. His error rating is an 8. That's an 11. Belanger will not make an error. Throws it over, 1 away. Belanger does not make an error tonight. And now here's Canigliaro, and he's 0 for 3. Watt will pitch. Watt, 1-3. Against a righty, it's an automatic. Out! And that's going to be another ground ball to short. But this time, Belanger has no easy problems with it, and he throws the first 2 down. And now the last chance for the Red Sox is George Scott. He is 0 for 3. Oriole pitching has been outstanding tonight. Watt will go ahead and pitch to Scott. The fans here at Memorial Stadium are hoping this is the last game they play here, at least for this series. They would like a few more in the World Series, but if the Orioles win it here, they only have to win 2 out of 3 in Boston. But there's still 1 more batter. Eddie Watt looking on Scott. Fans are loud. Fans are waving those towels. I don't know if they actually did that back in that day. Watt will pitch. 1-6, walk. 13 is high. Scott, 4-4, and it's a ground ball to third. Brooks Robinson sucks it up, pumps once, pumps twice, blows it to first. That's your game. The Orioles deal with the Red Sox tonight. They win it 2-0, and they take the 2-0 series lead. Stadium cheers. Yay! Nothing across for Boston, as the Orioles will now take a 2-0 series lead, heading to Boston to Fenway Park. So right now it looks like really after these first 2 games, the Red Sox look so overmatched against Baltimore. But we all know series can change. Final line score coming up. For the Orioles, 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors. For the Red Sox, no runs, 6 hits, no errors. The winning pitcher is Mike Cuellar. He's going to go to 2-1 on the postseason. Sonny Siebert will take the losses first. He'll go to 2-1. Pete Rickert will get his first hold, and Eddie Watt will get his 2nd save. So that's how it goes here from Memorial Stadium. Very quick game where it was only streaming for 50 minutes. So that was a very quick matchup here at Memorial Stadium. and I'm glad you enjoyed it. Tomorrow night, it will be Game 3 of the NLCS between the Chicago Cubs and the San Francisco Giants. Giants looking to take a 3-0 series lead in that one. It will be Ken Holtzman going for the Cubs and Mike McCormick going for the Giants. Can the Giants take a bigger lead, or will the Cubs finally get into this series? What will happen tomorrow night? NLCS Game 3, Cubs versus Giants. Be there or be square. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out the turnstiles. Subscribe if you're not done so, and make sure you hit the darn bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. See you guys tomorrow night. The Orioles shut out the Red Sox 2-0, and they lead this American League Championship Series 2-0. See you tomorrow night.